Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're back to league duty as we aim to keep our title hopes alive. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode 29 of Where Eagles Dare, as we manage Crystal Palace for the FM26 Beta Save. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you as usual. Ipswich Town at home in the Premier League Matchday 16, Aston Villa at Villa Park in the Premier League Matchday 17, and yes, I know I said we were going to come back for Newcastle and West Ham, but I keep missing my my time for issuing, or not issuing, but putting out the videos. And I decided that I would try and record a couple quickly to get them in hand so that we can sort of stay, hopefully, a little bit in front with the recording, which means that the videos will then come out on time, and that's the plan today anyway. And also the title is looking quite fruity at the top, so I think to see if we can stay abreast of that would be quite interesting. So Ipswich Town, who we haven't played yet this season, Aston Villa, who we have played earlier in the season, we beat them 4-2 earlier in the season. More about that in a moment. Just to recap on the last episode, of course, Chelsea, we beat 2-1. Nicholas Jackson after 4 minutes for Chelsea. It was Pino of 47 minutes and Uche on 75 that gave us that win. And then a narrow defeat against Real Madrid, and we really didn't take our chances in this game, and had we done so, I think the outcome could have been a lot different. But 2-1, and 2 games still left to be played in the Champions League, but not until the end of January, and we'll come back to that in due course, because they are now both must-win games realistically if we are to stay up near the top of the, or not at the near the top, but if we are to stay or stand any chance of getting through to the playoffs in this year's Champions League. There have been some matches played already in the Premier League this weekend. Leeds drew 1-1 with Newcastle. Manchester City are winning the Manchester Derby 4-1. Aston Villa beating Brighton 1-0. Fulham beating West Ham 1-0. And Liverpool beating Norwich by 5-3, which leaves the later games still to be played. The table looks like this then going into today's games. Liverpool have played 16. They are on top on 36. Manchester City are in second on 35 points, having played 16 games. We are third, also on 35, separated by goal difference over Manchester City. But we do have today's game in hand, which is another reason why we need to win it. And not only that, but we have Arsenal and Tottenham both on 33 points, breathing down our necks. So a loss would probably mean that they overtake us, and we would drop down to a lowly 5th place, which we've not been for some time. So that is what we do need to achieve today. Ipswich Town currently 19th in the table, won 2 of their last 5. Not drawn, but they've lost the other 3, and they have only won 3 games all season. Bournemouth, Brentford and Brighton, teams that are near or round the bottom. So Bournemouth were down there. They're climbing up a little bit. But yes, so it is a must-win today in the game against Ipswich. Really, if we are to stand any chance going forward. One other thing we didn't look at, but taken into account, was the other games being played. Arsenal, who are behind us, will play Chelsea tomorrow in a London derby as they try and get back up near the top, and Tottenham are playing Coventry on Monday evening. So both those games are of great importance to us. Right, with that all said and done, let's go and have a look at the team that faces Ipswich in what has turned out to be a must-win game. And here we are, match day 16 in the Premier League, and this is the side that will face Ipswich Town. Benitez is in goal. It's Mitchell, Dragosin, Lacroix and Guy across our defensive line. Wharton is the deep line playmaker. Kamada just ahead of him as the midfield playmaker. And then it's Nketiah Uche, Raksaki as our attacking midfield, and with Mateta leading the attack today. And Nketiah drops down onto the left wing, mainly because we still have that injury to Sarr, but he's due back in the next couple of days, so we should hopefully see him in the next game. And we've also taken the opportunity to rotate, as you will see, and we also have, because of that, a fairly strong bench. The bench then looking like this today. It's Henderson, Manus, Angori, Richards, Lerma, Yarami, Doucouré, Ndola and Bereth. Well, here we are. Looks like we are playing in our third kit today for some reason. They are playing a 4-2-3-1, made 3 changes from the side that lost 4-0 to Aston Villa. Ipswich down in 19th place. As the teams come out on the pitch, now find I've got the wrong shirts on. No, I haven't. I've got the right shirts on. I'm not sure why we're playing in the third kit today, but there must be a reason for it. Ipswich playing in all red tonight. Mateta getting us underway for this game. Uche back to Mitchell. Mitchell to Nketiah. Guy bringing the ball down. Back to Benitez. Dragusin. Lacroix finds Mitchell. Mitchell to Nketiah. Nketiah, Kamara, Uche, Mateta. Been a very tame first half an hour, that's for sure. And a tame shot there in the end. And they launch a ball. Again, Guy under that. Kamara tidying up. Benitez with the goal kick. Finds Dragusin. Dragusin. And that was a poor ball cut out by Kyle Walker and McAteer. But Mitchell gets a boot in, but only as far as O'Shea. And danger ensues, but a block there. Who was that blocked it? It was Dragusin making the block, but they're still alive. And ball, he trips, falls over, and Nketiah makes profit of it, but gives the ball away. From the highlights we've seen, it's been a bit of a mistake-ridden affair. Raksaki again, giving the ball away. Maybe we made too many changes. They've given the ball away now. Raksaki on it. Raksaki goes around his man, and it's a save by Muric. 1 minute added at the end of this first half, and nothing coming of it. And as you'll see, we've not had a lot of that first half. They've had quite a bit of that first half. 48% of the possession. They've had 4 shots, 1 on target. We've had 7 shots, 3 on target, and 52% of the possession. We need to score, put more shots on target, and 2, put them away. And Akpom getting us underway for this second half. No changes I'm aware of at half time. And that ball through to Dragusin. Guy, and the highlight appears to continue. Benitez, Dragusin, Mitchell. Mitchell finds Nketiah. We've just tweaked a little bit. Nketiah nearly losing the ball, but he managed to keep hold of it. And now Uche's been robbed. And they are on the attack. And we have to be very careful here. Oof. Legs going in. They're causing us all sorts of problems. Philogene. Davis. Through to Philogene. Back to Davis. We're not thwarted this attack at all yet, and we need to. Long ball out to Walker. Walker again from distance. Come back off the woodwork. And Raksaki tidies up. Raksaki down this wing. What's he going to do? Pulls it inside. Uche. Wharton. Guy. Nketiah not being able to get around his man out there. And we're struggling against Ipswich. I'm not sure why we're struggling against Ipswich, but we are. But Raksaki has other ideas. Raksaki now. What's he going to do? Can we cross this in? Yes, he's pulled the ball back nicely. Has a go on his own, and it's gone wide. And Walker with a throw in on that far side. We've still not made any inroads here, so looking some changes soon. Ogbonne puts it away, and we go behind, and I'm not surprised. It's been a very poor showing up till now. Ogbonne goes round his man and squeezes it in. LaCrue with a free kick inside our half. Wharton goes out to Manus, who's come on for Guy. Manus, Uche to find Wharton. Wharton finds Kamada. Mitchell round his man. Mitchell has a go, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Keeps us at bay for now. Sensei, Philogene goes out to Davis, and we've won the ball back. Decure, who's come on. Manus, Ndula, Decure out to Manus. Manus running down this wing. Manus crosses it deep, and we have got a goal back. Yarami, the scorer, and we are back level on 77 minutes. Nketiah, the supplier. And this ball deep, Nketiah managing to get ahead to it, stayed underneath it, just tipped it up enough. Yarami got a boot on the end of it and puts it in the back of the net. Now we need to go on and win. As we go into the 90th minute, 5 minutes added on at the end of this game. Nketiah out wide to Yarami, the scorer of the goal, crosses this deep for Ndula. Ndula cross it back in. It's blocked and got rid of. Mitchell, Dragosin, LaCrue, Decure, Ndula to Raksaki. Raksaki puts away. And boy, oh boy, have we snuck a win? I don't know. Looks awfully like it, and we've gone very attacking. We're going to drop this back down to a positive mentality. Raksaki got clear of the defence and fired it over Muric, who's been very good in the Ipswich goal, but he couldn't keep Raksaki out. And we're going to get another highlight. Let's hope it's not going to bite us in the bottom. Ndula's been robbed. Schmodix, Dahoud, Mope, Ogbene through to Kufe. Oh, and they have. Question of offside. Dahoud. Was he offside? Oh, no, it's a goal. And it's 2-2. And I think it's going to end up as a draw. It is a draw, and we've thrown it away at the end, having got back in the game. I don't know what to say, really. It's, well, yes. I don't know. I really do not know. We've had 15 shots, 9 of which have been on target. They've had 11 shots, of which 4 have been on target. They dominated that game in a way, 47% of the possession against our 53. We should have won that game, and it's not going to do us very good in the table. Well, disappointing. A win would have been an absolutely fantastic result, would have ensured that we stayed top of the table, but we've only managed to draw against Ipswich, and it is a little bit disappointing, which means that as we are on level points with Liverpool now. Can't afford to slip up on goal difference. Manchester City are just a point behind us. Arsenal and Tottenham both to play, and to be honest, it does mean that if either of them win, especially Arsenal, there is every chance they will overtake us on goal difference. So I expect us to be slipping down the table, and we are losing ground at the top of the table with all that in mind. 3 days then down to the game, our second game of the episode, and a game that, well, that last one was a must win, and I think the game against Aston Villa is even more so. And before we go to the match against Aston Villa for match day 17, round up on the other scores: Bournemouth beating Nottingham Forest by 2-1. Everton beating Brentford 3-1. But the big score is Chelsea have beaten Arsenal by 2-0. That's 2 games on the trot that Arsenal have lost. Have they lost their way? But Tottenham did beat Coventry by 1-0, which means the table looks like this. At the end of round 16 games, we remain on top only on goal difference, clasping by our fingernails. Liverpool and Tottenham are right behind us, literally on goal difference. And then it's a point to Manchester City. 3-point deficit now for Arsenal, having lost their 2 games on the last 2 games on the trot. And then Chelsea is a big drop then down to them in 6th place, 10 points clear of them as it stands. Today's opponents, Aston Villa, are in 9th. They've not lost in 5. They've won 3, drawn 2 the last time that we played them. As I said, we did beat them 4-2 earlier in the season. That was at our place. Last season at their place, we only managed a 2-1 win. Kamada and Pino the scorers. Ollie Watkins scoring in between. We need to get a winning result today. And here is the side that will face Aston Villa in this Premier League matchday 17. Benitez is in goal. It's Mitchell, Drogosin, Lacroix and Munoz across the defensive line. We're playing a 4-3-3 today, as you will see, basically because we're expecting them to play a flat back 3. Lerma is the deep line playmaker. Kamada and Uche in midfield. Uche will move forward out of possession. Pino and Sarr, coming back from injury, play as the wide attackers. Then Ketia leading the attack up front. The bench then looking like this: Henderson, Guy, Angore, Guy, Yarami, Doucouré, Raksaki, Ndula and Mateta. And so here we are at Villa Park as expected. They are playing a flat back 3 today, making 1 change from their last game. We are top, holding on by our fingertips on goal difference. As the teams come out onto the pitch. Aston Villa playing in their claret and blue. We're playing in our usual away kit of gold. And Nketiah getting us underway in this match. Mitchell, Pino, Lerma. Cash crosses one in. It's headed away by Lacroix. Only as far as Mattison. Kamara goes out wide to Cash. Cash crossed it in again. And I think it was Lacroix that got it away again. It was. And they recycle the attack. And that one off target from Unana. Martinez with a free kick. It's been a pretty one-sided affair up till now. Not managed to get a foothold in this game. Mattison's in. Mattison takes a shot, and again it's wide. Mattison with a throw-in on that far side. Kamara crossed in, and Harvey Elliott takes a shot, and it's Benitez putting it round the corner. Harvey Elliott with the corner. This one near post, headed away by Lacroix again. Into the area, and Ollie Watkins nods it in. Question whether he was offside. He wasn't, and they take a lead on 28 minutes. Question whether Elliott was offside, actually. I'm thinking. Can we go back? We're going to have to go back and see the corner again. This one headed away. Ball comes back out. Elliott is onside. The only person offside when that ball was played was Unana, who's not interfered with play as far as I make out. Harvey Elliott onside. Unana back to Harvey now. Actually, that's the manoeuvre that is questionable. I need to go back a bit further than that. There's the ball. He's onside when that ball's played, and that's what the issue was, I think. But he was definitely onside. Uche plays the ball back to Lerma. Manus. Lerma. Uche. Lerma. Manus. And gives the ball away. And they can start another attack. Cash, who's caused all sorts of problems on that wing. Poor ball, though. Nketiah just didn't dip quick enough. As we head for half-time, they are on the attack again. Pulls it back inside. Harvey Elliott. And gives the ball away to Uche. Uche going on a run. It'd be good to go in at half-time 1-1. Manus. Manus comes up this wing. And he's trying to cross it in. And that's outside the area. That's not a penalty, if that's what it's looking for. It's going to be a free kick, though. It was definitely outside. Yeah, we know it's no penalty. Matteson gets a yellow card. And 2 minutes added on. Morgan Rogers wins the ball. And they come away again. If we go in 2-0 down, I think we're in trouble. But cut out by Lacroix, who's had a fantastic first half. Sa. Manus. We're going to need to have to do something different in the second half. Uche. Uche through to Sa. Sa, it's half-time. And we're a goal down. And 32% of the possession against their 68. We've had 3 shots, nothing on target. We've not been potent in any manner, shape or form. They've had 10 shots, 3 on target. We need to be better in the second half. And Ollie Watkins gets us underway. And no changes at half-time. Demirel on the ball. Rogers, Watkins goes out wide to Madison, but it's cut out by Pino. Ball punted forward, nobody there, and we've given up possession again. Harvey Elliott caused all sorts of problems in the first half. Let's come back off the woodwork from Ollie Watkins. Yeah, but he was offside. Manus with a throw-in. Uche heads it on for Nketiah. Didn't get there, though. Drogosin, Mitchell, we can recycle. Sa. Randy's man. Sa across it into the area. Uche tries to get a shot away and it's gone for a corner kick. Kamada with the corner kick. It's going to be a short one. Short one to Pino. Pino crosses it in, but Martinez just plucks it out of the air. Rolls this one out to Konsa. Cash crosses this in, looking for Gusand, who heads it straight at Benitez. Drogosin. Mitchell to Sa. Uche. Lerma out to Manus. Manus crosses this in, and Nketiah puts it away. And question whether he was offside. It wasn't. And it's 1-1. Manus. We'll see now. That ball in. And Nketiah was onside. Good goal. Duval. And Tielemans. Matteson crosses this ball in. Headed away. But it's fallen down and they've scored. Gusand. Matty Cash putting the ball in. And on 82 minutes, they take a lead, or do they? They do. Nana out to Cash. And the ball in. A bit iffy. And as we approach the 90-minute mark, 8 minutes added on at the end of this game. Chance to get it back. But I think we may have lost the opportunity as time ticks away. Kamada on the ball. Dragusin. Manus. Kamada chips it over the top for Raksaki. Raksaki probably missed the chance to cross that in. And it's cleared up field. And they are breaking away. And time is ticking. Tielemans goes around his man. Another goal now will finish it off. Crossed in. And Benitez puts it behind for a corner. Dickney will take this corner. Swings it in. Gone over the top for another one. And it's all over. We have lost by 2-1. And we were never really in this match at all, as you'll see from down here, match momentum-wise. And we were undone. Ollie Watkins and Gusand, the two scorers, and Nketiah scoring in between, just to make it look as if we were back in the game, but we didn't really. 7 shots, 2 on target. It's not good enough. They had 18 shots, 7 on target, 2.47 against our 1.35. I think we're about to give up the title. Well, disappointing evening at Villa Park. 2-1 loss to Villa Park. At Villa Park, Aston Villa. And, well, I know it's early days. We're not even halfway through the season. But as you'll see, our form is going something like awry. Liverpool and Tottenham, the informed teams. And I think it's only a matter of time before they overcome us. We are literally there on, I'm not sure, literally on games 1, I think. No, can't even be that. We're there anyway, just about, but they are an equal goal difference to us now. And, well, it's not looking promising. I think we're there on goals 4. That's about all that we are there. And there are a number of teams now when you come down to here, down to Arsenal. Realistically, we could next time be down in about 5th place very, very quickly. Very disappointing. Maybe we shouldn't have come back so early. I don't know. But we've now on a run of 3 games without a win, having been on a reasonably good run. And we need to get back into winning ways. And I'm not sure we're going to do it against Newcastle, who are next up. I would visit to St James Park. And then it's back to Selhurst Park for the visit of West Ham, and I hope you can join me for that. Yeah, I don't know what to say really. I'm lost for words, which is unusual. But I can say if you've enjoyed today's episode, then please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of Where Eagles Dare as they are released. And new episodes of Where Eagles Dare released every Monday and Thursday, 4:15 p.m. Hopefully we will be now. The best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on the channel, follow me on X at JustOffside2. Well, I hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 30. Can we get back to winning ways? Join me then and find out. Until next time, goodbye.